Alright, listen. I know I've been kind of negative recently, so I'm gonna make a deal with y'all. You hear me out this video, and I'll make a Town of Salem 2 version of how to throw us every roll next video. I promise I'll be done complaining for a while after this. Okay? Okay. After Marshall and Socialite were added last month, I wanted to wait a bit for the dust to settle before going into depth on this issue, but they're not the sole cause of this problem. This has been brewing since the game was released. So, let's talk about overpowered roles and how social deduction games fundamentally break when there are too many of them. At their core, social deduction games are about trust and strategy, the uninformed majority versus the informed minority. The good guys aren't supposed to know who's on their side with 100% certainty, since the bad guys will lie about their status. Players have different abilities they can use to help their team, but they're usually fairly weak and inconsequential compared to the main mechanic of the game. Everybody collectively voting out one person each day, and the bad guys killing one good guy every night until only one team remains. The good guys have to solve the mystery of who the bad guys are and use their votes to eliminate them, and the bad guys have to come up with a plausible fake claim to survive long enough to take majority. That's how it's supposed to go anyway. But when we start throwing in overpowered roles, this gameplay cycle breaks down more and more with each one added, and that's because of two qualities that these roles can possess: kill power and instant confirmation. Plain and simple, kill power speeds up the game. The more players die, the faster we get to one faction having majority. You probably noticed that in the transition from Town of Salem 1 to 2, the devs cranked up all factions' killing power. This isn't a recent thing. The problem is that we gave way too much of that power to Town. The gameplay loop as Town is now less about coordinating with others about claims and information on who your one kill a day will be, and is closer to throwing everybody to the gallows until you get it right and kill an evil. If you've ever played Town Trader before, it feels very similar to TT Hunt. Kill everyone until we find the evil. And Town is perfectly capable of doing this, because we have one role that can kill 3 people during the day, one that can kill 2, and one that can kill another one, which isn't even unique. A result of so many kills happening during the day early on is that there are less days total because everyone dies earlier on, which leads to almost every role with a night ability feeling worse to play, because these roles function by gathering information over the course of the game. If you're a sheriff, but the game ends on day 4, you won't be whittling down the list of players much. Your impact on the game will actually be quite minimal. Because these killing roles cut time that would be spent gathering information, TIs checking people, tabs seeing who killed when certain players are roadblocked, etc., the focus of the game shifts from using this information to make deductions to using all the killing abilities as soon as possible to brute force a win. It's taking the social deduction part out of the social deduction game and making the focus solely on role mechanics. The other trait of problematic town roles is their instant, undeniable confirmation and the abundance of them in this game. Town having 100% confidence in someone's status isn't a good thing. It hurts evils by removing claim space from them, since they could never claim these roles for long before being asked to press the confirm yourself button by using their day ability. It just isn't a viable option. These roles alter the way Town decides who to vote. Rather than examining past votes, actions, or other factors, people deciding who to up between 2 players can just select the one that doesn't have an animation that instantly confirms them. This isn't social deduction. It isn't only hurting evils, though. It makes it unfun to play some of the weaker townies, since you'll be the first one voted if you spawn into a game with multiple insta-confirmed roles, because evil's fate claim pool has been limited to just those roles, and you'll be voted on that basis. Ultimately, what I dislike is that the focus has been taken away from the mental game of combing through chat to catch liars, and is instead placed on role power and mechanics. In Town of Salem 1, you could spawn in with the weakest townies and still have a chance of leading your team to victory, because your observational skills and deductive reasoning follow you no matter your role. But because the higher kill power of evils in this game has forced Town to match its amount of kills, I'm not sure that's possible anymore. Having that many kills has become a necessity if you want to win. We've seen a lot of power creep in this game, and this is the result of it, and I'm hoping things get toned back in the future. Okay, I promise I'm done complaining now. Fun videos are coming back next time. Bye.